Hello, my marvellous sausages. Well, we did have a great reveal yesterday with Renegades, and I do want to talk about that, but what I really want to talk about in this video is Ash and Iron, and, well, what's going on? I couldn't believe it, because I loaded in, and it seems that all the power progression stuff that they've been promised us isn't happening, okay? But my problem is that I want to go and play the new activity, but I don't want it to be so excruciatingly hard that I don't enjoy it. I want to have a chance of getting the new weapons and the new loot and stuff. Not that there's too much of it. However, I would have liked that, because if you go in here, right, and you want to just play it, alright, so we go to the play now option. If I pick it from here, I'm going to be playing it solo. First of all, I want to make sure that I'm getting half-tidy rewards, okay? So let's have a little look at what I got for my customize here. It's got me on Grandmaster, it's got me a silver there, which isn't too bad for me at the moment, alright? But it still is, I'm like at a power deficiency of, what's that, 23? Is that right? Yeah, 23, which is a little bit ick, but it's just so sweaty for something that I want to do new. I suppose I could have changed it to Master, look, and it drops it straight down to C. So I'm not going to get my decent completion rewards. Do you know what I mean? So I want to play it on Grandmaster, so if I want to do this, I'm going to have to go into Fireteam Finder to do it, which, as we all know, can be pretty hit and miss and a bit of a headache to get going. So then I recalled to myself, oh, why not go and do it in the Fireteam? So here we are. We've got one of them here. We can't do any of the others. We can only do that one. I believe it changes daily. We've got a reclaim weapon engram, which gives us a reward of a possible reward. Let's go to customize. Can we see a preview of this? Can I see a preview of it? No, so I don't even know what's going to be in that, unfortunately. But then, to put me to an A, it puts me in with all these horrific modifiers. So, this is really putting people off. When you spawn in, people are leaving. I don't blame them. And it's just an incredibly long activity. I don't mind it. It's okay. It's just basically that one from, what's it called? From Final Shape. What's that one called? Overthrow. That's it. It's basically overthrow activity, isn't it? Is that right? Would you guys agree with that? I think so. Oh, look at it here. Anyway, yeah, so I don't even know why we're doing it narratively. I did go and speak to Devram, but I just forgotten already what it's about. That's a problem, though, isn't it? I don't know what's going on or why it's happening. So the only impetus I can find so far is that we're just trying to go for weapons and my power grind, which is terrible now. It's very, very, very slow. And there's strange things that happen in the event, like you go and open chests, which gives you points towards your overthrow total, but it only gives you glimmer, which I can't claim because I'm full all the time. So they don't seem to have much of a point. It seems very undercooked, and again, it didn't seem ready. Did it seem ready to you? And another thing that I was very disappointed about was the fact that we had in the trailer, you know, the new axe and all that stuff, and that's not coming out until October. I thought that was all going to be coming out now. They kind of built this up as like a semi sort of seasonal release, didn't they? Even though they say it's a free update. And so does that mean that I can just go, oh, it's free, that's why it's only this? But it was kind of built up as something that was like going to be a big change. Now, they have brought in a lot of stuff older stuff back into the portal for us to be able to use, but of course we've also had a problem with the leveling system. So there's so many issues happening. When I go to the Destiny 2 team Twitter page, we are investigating reports of issues regarding power and progression within the portal. We'll provide additional details when possible. So they know the power levels aren't increasing us as much as possible. They were going up very slowly, really. At my current level, right, I'm only on 367 or 377. I thought each drop I'd get from the portal would push me up by 3 or 4. It's not. Now, I know that that's not what they intended. They intended for it to be more than this, because we've been listening to everything that's been coming out of Bungie in regard to what they're going to be doing to the upgrades and to the power system, but it's not been implemented today, even though I thought the power grind will be a lot easier now, from 350 up maybe up to 500. So I've just completed one of those reclaim events, look, and I'm not getting anything more than a +1. I got a 382 there, I'm 381. What else have I got? A 382 there. What else have I got? Nothing there. 379 and a 382. So it's only going up by 1 by doing this, which ain't good enough. Oh dear. And when you go to the Destiny 2 team Twitter page, there's quite a bit of things being reported over the last 12 hours that they're going to really have their hands full sorting out. They've got problems where people are inspecting the new holofoil weapons, and that's crashing systems, particularly Xbox. The new chronolog resource, which is a new consumable, rather, that you can use to purchase stuff from the new Monuments to Lost passes in the tower, you know, so you can get stuff from your old season passes. They're not going into people's inventories for some reason. They're having problems in competitive and PvP where things aren't completing correctly. The Obsidian Durasteel and the Cyborg Nemesis Marauder Progeny Universal Ornaments, they can't be equipped. There's quite a bit of buggage going on here, more so than I've ever noticed before. We are aware of an issue where some armor pieces are displaying an incorrect stat. All that stuff is quite kind of normal, really. But yeah, there are an awful lot of problems going on here. And I think what we've got here is a conflation of a bad tone-deaf twid, as people have been calling it, from a couple of weeks ago. So then they changed and pedaled back on that, and then they've also put on more buffs and more power buffs and more power buffs on top of that, which now aren't there, which obviously are a mistake, so they've got to go and try and fix those. But by doing that, they've already lost some of the people that came on board after they heard it. Do you know what I mean? It's not a staircase going up at the moment, it's a staircase going down. And yeah, we've got a massive, massive game that Destiny 2 people are going to love. I mean, I put a poll out on this, should I play some Borderlands 4? I'm definitely going to be playing it, I'm going to be buying it and playing it on Friday. But like 85% of my community said, yes, go and play it, and we're going to be going to play it. So that's not going to help either. Now, I know, the thing is, you see, it's not black and white, is it? You don't go, I'm never playing Destiny again and leaving, because people do come back. But what we've got a problem with here is how long can Bungie maintain itself doing this? Because it obviously needs an awful lot of money to keep itself going. And it seems to me that they haven't got enough people working on Destiny 2 to keep it operating at a level that people are accustomed to, that don't have all these problems with it. Do you know what I mean? And I was, you know, I've read loads of articles. I read one by Paul Tassi, and this didn't even occur to me, because I thought, oh, look, it was great. We've got new Taken stuff, right? But people have been asking, and it looks great. People have been asking for this for such a long time. Whether this has always been planned or not, I don't know. But it's come now as a way to get people in to buy it. It almost seems like a cynical kind of thing. I didn't even consider this because I'm not that way minded, but it could be, you know, they're having problems and they're needing people to come in and get some stuff while they're trying to patch the problems up. We've had a Taken shader, you know, which people have been asking for. Whether does it work? Let's have a look. I haven't even looked at it properly. Yeah, it's kind of Taken-y, isn't it? It's not too bad. And we've got the Taken, the Ruination vehicle there as well. But these are all for silver. I can't seem to find them for Bright Dust anywhere at the moment. So these kinds of things aren't doing them any favours at all, are they really? I'm not particularly enjoying the activity at the moment, and the only way I can get my power level up now is I'm still going back to solo ops, because I can't go and play the new activity in the fight. Or I can go and play it, but it's just not much fun. I think the way they've designed this, it seems good at first glance, but look at it. Look how many, it's just loads and loads of boxes of things to do. And it's completely disparate again, and it's the same thing I think I kind of felt when Edge of Fate came out, is that what we've got now is a list of missions to do that aren't being unified under any thread, any narrative thread or anything like that. And this mid-season update, which is indeed a major update, but it doesn't have any story behind it, apart from a little thing that you'll read when you speak to Devon, which I can't even remember. So this isn't the way to go, is it? I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. I know everybody's going to go say, well, it's going to crash and burn and die. I really hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't. For the sake of, well, loads of reasons, really. But yeah, so I'm going to be continuing making vids. I'm sorry I'm not doing very many vids on what to do in the game or about the game at the moment, but I feel that I can't advise people on how to do the best grinding or anything like that, or even for loadouts and stuff, because I don't know where I stand on anything. So, do you know what I mean? Because they're going to change things again and again and again and again and again, and any advice I give out is practically dead 12 hours after I put it out, which can be a bit of an arse, really. I know I could update you daily on all the things that happen, but I also like to do videos about gameplay and fun and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so Destiny 2 is still going to be a feature of the channel, but I'm going to be trying Borderlands 4 out on Friday. and see if I can make any kind of content and make it stick. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the problem with all this, of course. I spent all this time building up a Destiny 2 viewer base and community. I do lots of different kinds of videos, particularly on streaming. I do lots of different kinds of streams, loads of different kinds of games, because I'm not the kind to stick to one game all the time. But yeah, but it's easier to make it work on streams than it is on videos, and I'm going to be trying Borderlands videos. So if you see any Borderlands video, I'm not begging you. I refuse to. If you like the look of it, give it a watch. That's all, and I'll be happy. Do you know what I mean? Yes. So there we go. What do you think about everything that's happening? Without freaking out, really, and loads of you guys don't. Most of my comments on here, 90% of the comments on here, you guys are really level-headed and sensible and all that. Do get a few complete idiots having a go at me that I'm this or I'm that, or Bungie, you know, like very aggressively. But generally, thank you very much for being decent folk while we go through this very traumatic time for the state of the game. A bit of a ramble today, but I just wanted to get something out on this topic. Would you like me to have a little look at Renegades closer? I might do a little video on that. I'll be doing videos talking about the game and what's going on with the game, probably, until it gets on its feet. I've been trying to get some decent footage to go on in the background, right? And it's ridiculous. Everyone's leaving because these missions are so ridiculous. This one's got that stupid thing on it where you explode and die after you've been hit by something. And and people are just leaving because they hate it. This is not fun. But yes, there we are. That's it for today, I think. I don't know what else to say. I could have covered a lot more, but I think that summed up kind of how I feel. Let me know in the comments how you feel. And we'll keep on wiggling through. Don't forget to keep an eye on my Borderlands 4 stuff, because it looks like it's going to be a right laugh. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching. Sorry for the misery. I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage hurt.